Alright guys, welcome back. I'm going to show you guys what the deck looks like now. Because I went to locals yesterday and I tried it out. It's a different build. A few changes that some regret, some are pretty awesome. But yeah, I'll just show you guys. So I went still 3 quick draw, 3 Gofu, insane card, Armageddon Knight, 3 Levator, and of course I tried Fake Valor. It's really good because, like I said, all you need is 2 cards. So the other 3 cards, it doesn't really matter what it is. And if you open up this, then it's just way too good. But you need to have some sort of interaction during your opponent's turn, because if you don't, like Dark Synchro won the regionals. What was it, Colorado? I think, I can't remember. But so it's been getting a lot of popularity, and then Greffer jumped up in price. So that's just, I'm not sure how long it's gonna stay up there, but that's just insane. So you need to have some interaction, and if you go first and you open it, it's not so bad, because you can go Jet Warrior, level E Jet, summon this, go Excel, and then send Jet, Synchron, and then go off from there. So it's not so bad. It gives you that option of having some sort of interaction on your opponent's turn. And then you play your one-ofs, Math, Dandy, Plague, Jet, Bulb, and Synchron Resonator. I cut the red Resonator because in my previous video I mentioned that it's really good if you open it, but if you don't, it's like, oh man, I don't know, I didn't like that. And like, as it is, you have 4 no more summons. Don't look. And the only no more summon you want to do is Knight or Math. Other than that, unless you're like forced to have like quick draw summon this, it's not so bad. But I don't know. I didn't. I don't know. I like this. I like this better because I'm not like thinking like, oh man, like I hope I'm gonna draw into red Resonator. Like, oh, I don't know. I mean, it's good when you open it. It's awesome, but I just needed to make it more consistent, I guess, and make it more less of a what's the word? Just hoping that, oh god, I better open Resonator. If I don't, then damn, I don't know. I mean, it's good, but my opinion, I just cut it because I just didn't like that feeling of having the 5th normal summon. And then I play Triple Tuning, Rhoda, Foolish, and then this card's really good. At first I was kind of hesitant, but then I found a way where I can make this work to my favor. So then 1 day apiece, Lure, and then of course you play 1 for 1, DDR. This card I regret putting this card in because they messed up the flow of the extra deck. So that's like, I regret it so much. As I was in the game, I was like, I wish I didn't take it out, because I swapped out Herald for Inordin, so that was a bad choice. And then Soul Charge, and of course 3 Twin. Like I mean, the way I use this card, if you don't open up like Labyrinth, let's say you could, because I mean, in theory, the way I was looking at it, I could get either these 2 or this. So it's pretty much 2 copies of this, because if you draw this, it can be any of these 3, or even this. The way I used it. So what I would do is, like, I would set up a formula play to where I would draw a card that'll make this live, and that was really good, because there was a time when I needed to get this, but I needed to draw. So I set up a Librarian draw or a formula draw, and I drew for this. So I would use this, banish my hand, and then I got this, and then I'll synchro formula and draw a card, so that'll make it live. So that was really cool. And then same thing with this one. You could just banish and get this, but I just didn't work out. Like, I was hoping it worked. I was like, but it just didn't. Like, I don't know. Especially how I liked the extra deck, how it flowed, and then just made it just bumpy. I don't know. I just didn't like it. This is my opinion, but you guys can keep it. Maybe take something else out. But I don't know. I just didn't like it. And I took out the upstart for the instant vision. Traps. Play Emptiness. Slump. Still, people play Maxi, sided Maxi, so it's still, I don't want to lose to Maxi. Turn 1 if I open up really good. And then Vanity is just good with Cipher. Like you're bound to draw it. Like you draw so much that this is like the nail in the coffin. If you get your Cipher, Quasar, or Herald and Crystal or something along those lines, and you get this, is like they have to open a twin or something. And I don't know. Extra deck. Alright, so of course you play your two guys, the two big guys, and then you play Trish, Crystal, Drill, Coral, Charge, Librarian, Jet. I normally go down up, but this, I don't know. Excel, Tatsunoko, 3 Formula, and then the 1 Northern, which I regret putting in because I needed Herald. Because Herald is much easier to go into because with the 1 instant fusion, I will need to draw it or draw into left arm offering. It's much easier to go Formula, Level 8, Tatsunoko, Level 8, Herald. It's much easier, and it gives you those draws that you just need at times, or you just need it. And I was hoping this will work, and I don't want to play more than 1 instant fusion. I just don't. Like, it's once per turn thing. Like some decks, they say, oh, you have to open it, but for this deck, you don't have to open it. Like, you can do without it. Like, that's just an extra thing. But other decks, they need that. They need that thing to actually get them push them towards whatever they need to do. Whereas this deck, you don't need that because you can do well on its own. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this. You guys can cut them now. So you guys can cut one of these guys. But there's times where I'm like, I would make him, and I didn't have him. I'm like, oh damn, I could OTK, but I don't have him. Or I would have him, and I'm like, oh, I've had vanities, and I can't protect it. So I just had to keep both. Yeah. So that's extra deck. And then side deck. Side deck. 3 MST, good. 3 Book of Eclipse, really good. It just books everything. Like it doesn't target, which is why it's good. And it's really good in time as well. Like you can stall it in time. 3D Crow because it's a dark. I know that I'm not sure if that one that managed 2 lights. I'm not sure if it's dark or light. But the reason I play this is because it's dark, so it goes good with Lure. And then you play 3 Flying Sea still because it's just really, really good. And then 3 Dark Kaiju. It's mainly because of Lure. Like with this deck, it doesn't matter. The strength of the monster doesn't matter. It matters if they can stop you from doing anything, like a Dark Claw or a Vanity's Fiend or a Majesty's Fiend or just any problematic. You would much rather deal with a beater than a Floodgate, because a Floodgate pretty much says you can't play. So this answers that. It's good against like just gets rid of Infinity and or a Quasar if you're playing against it's an easy out. Dark Lady if you wanted to. It's really, really good. But yeah, that's some of the changes. I took out these 2 cards. This is like literally 30 seconds before the final thing of turning in your deck list. I was like, sorry, little guy, but that was the biggest mistake I ever made with the extra deck. So no, I gotta keep this guy. It's just too good. Just really, really good. So that's the deck. I still gotta put up. I gotta put up the videos. I recorded some videos that I gotta put up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Try it out. It did pretty good. It did really good. It did what I expected it to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.